Hello and welcome to The Second Shift. I'm Jenny Galuzzo. I'm one of the co-founders of The Second Shift, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our member community. Now, for years we used to do this welcome call in person, and we realized over time that people really didn't need that much of our help. I think there's much more familiarity with job placement platforms and marketplaces, but I just think it's a good idea to take you through our system, even though it's super easy and super simple, and that way you'll know what to expect. One of the things that sets The Second Shift apart from other platforms is that we do our matching for jobs based on your skills. So you've gone in and you've selected a bunch of skills that represent your experience. And that's great because it's not about your industry. It's not about what you did in the past. It's about what you do and what you want to utilize in terms of your skills moving forward into new job opportunities. You now have access to be able to go into your profile and change up the skills that you've selected. Be very specific in the skills you choose, because let's say you're a CMO, you're looking for CMO roles, and you in your last job was at a startup and maybe you did some HR. So you've put in HR. You're going to get emails from us anytime an HR job comes in and you're not really interested in those roles. And maybe you're going to stop paying attention to our emails because they're not marketing emails, and you're going to pass up that amazing opportunity that was coming that was so specific to you and your skills. So be careful and really think through the skills that you put into your profile. Every time a job comes in that matches with your skills, all those ones you've gone in and made sure that they are very specific and tailored to you and your location, because a job is either based in the geography where you are or it's remote. And those are the jobs you're gonna see. They're gonna land in your inbox, you're gonna take a look, you're gonna decide if you're interested, if you're qualified, and then it's up to you to pitch yourself for that job. Now, keep in mind with pitching, if you want examples, there are a lot of them on our blog, there's a bunch on our social media. My biggest piece of advice with pitching though, is really to never cut and paste. Do not just take your resume or your LinkedIn and plop it in there. You are not going to get the job. The quality of talent of The Second Shift is so high, you really need to make a chance for your pitch to stand out. How do you do that? You do some research, look into the job, look into the company, make a connection between you, your experience, your interests, and that company. Make it so that they don't forget you and it's not just some boilerplate, this is who I am, this is what I've done, and hire me because of that. Because you're not gonna get hired if you don't go personal and specific. Here's where it could get a little bit tricky, so please pay attention. So once you have pitched for a job, that goes directly to the client. They take a look at all the pitches that have come in and they decide who they want to move forward with. If they are not interested in moving forward with you, you will get an email from us saying that you have been declined for that job. If they are interested in moving forward, then it's up to them to reach out to you through our platform, and then it just kind of becomes like a normal interview process. You'll work out the details with them, the scope, what it looks like, what the job is, the pay, the deliverables, the time frame, who you're reporting to. All of those details you're going to work out directly with the client. Then if they're ready to hire you, they will do so through the platform, and you will get an email alert saying that you have been hired. You will also be prompted to fill out a scope of work. It's a really simple template that just comes into your inbox, and you fill it out with all of that stuff that you have pre-negotiated with the client. It's very important, these two things. Your scope of work is your contract with the client through The Second Shift. We have no idea what you have negotiated for, pay, time frame, anything, if we don't see it on the scope of work. So make sure that you are very, very detailed and very, very specific on your scope of work. Also, do not start work unless you have an approved scope of work by the client. That is on your dime. You are responsible if you do any work outside the scope of work, because that is the only thing we have to go by that is the contract between those two parties, and we can't get involved if it's anything outside of the scope of work. Otherwise, we've got your back. Congratulations, you got the job, you're starting to work, yay. Here's what's gonna happen next. You are going to go off and do a killer job, and then you are going to invoice at whatever time frame you have negotiated with the client. You are going to upload your invoices onto our platform, and we will submit them directly to the client for you. They pay us, and then we will pay you minus a 5% fee. Keep that in mind when you're negotiating what you're going to get paid, that we are going to take 5%. Now, if it's a full-time job and you are on the client's books, that is not exactly how the system works. They will pay you directly and they will pay us a fee separately. All right, well, that's about it. That's the Second Shift platform. I told you it was pretty simple and easy to use. And you'll see once you get into it that it's fairly self-explanatory. But if you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. info@thesecondshift.com is the best way to reach our whole team. Whether you're on a job, to update something, you have a question about billing, anything, please reach out to us. That is what we're here for. And if you think that you need maybe a little extra boost, someone to look over your resume, your LinkedIn, your pitches, you can book one-on-one sessions with me also through info@thesecondshift.com. Thank you so much for your time, and we are so grateful to have the opportunity to make work for you.